Okay, let's find out more about this, get some insight in it. I'm joined by Brad Szollose. He is an author focusing on the impact video games have on working habits and behaviors. Brad, thanks very much. We greatly appreciate you taking time to chat with us. I want to talk about, let's think about what China's doing, targeting time and money. It seems a great way to curtail online gaming for kids, but will it work, and how bad is the problem in China?
Well, from what I understand, they're concerned about children's health and their vision. Video games and spending that many hours on a computer will affect your eyesight. But it is bad for business, as you know. Tencent, which is China's largest game developer, they've had a decline for the first time since 2005. How does this affect the gaming companies? Well, new games are not coming out, and you know young people, they want the latest games.
Yeah, indeed. The new measure, as we said, also reduces the amount of time a minor can spend online gaming to an hour and a half a day, Monday through Friday, 3 hours on a weekend. So let's talk just how bad is the addiction. And globally, China is known so much for its academic prowess among kids in schools. One would think that that's going to take a hit, especially if they spend that much time online, and also the vision concerns.
Oh, this is a huge concern in the United States as well, because young people are coming home, they're spending 6 hours a day on video games and sometimes sneaking at night. And they aren't just on video game consoles, they're on online gaming, they're on their smartphones. And you know, we're almost 20 years into the 21st century. People interact with it or not. When they're online on these games, they're also chatting with their friends who are also online at the same time. So I think it's a time management issue that the parents have to teach.
Okay. Students being kids, and kids can often break the rules. So what's going to happen to violators?
Well, you can look at what happened in North Korea when they had DVDs. People would sneak American movies in and they'd pop them in the DVDs. And if you know North Korea, they would shut down the power without notice. And then they would do a home-to-home search to see who had an unpopular DVD in their player. So now they use flash drives. I've heard that from a good source. They're safer. So people are always going to find a way around it, especially teenagers.
Yeah, but let's talk about that, because video gaming addiction is real and quite serious. But I've spent a decent amount of time over there, and I've actually been in the backseat of a car with a producer who's, you know, in his 20s, and constantly that person's playing on a video game. So it's not just the kids who are at greatest risk. I only read about minors. What can be done to kind of cope with what the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings are doing?
Well, you're going to have to go back to their childhood. You have to remember, these are tools of the 21st century. So they didn't grow up like you and I, where, you know, maybe they had a GAF Viewmaster. They grew up using this technology. And believe it or not, video games and online gaming, they're using computers. They've developed 21st century skill sets. And basically, the way they work is based on video game technology. They develop this habit. So to have somebody put down the game console and get off of it is like asking somebody to get off a crack pipe. It really is that addictive.
I shouldn't have laughed at that, but yeah, I understand your point. But let's talk about what it's doing to businesses, because China has this massive growing middle class that is larger than the entire population of the U.S., and people want to spend money to buy those games, and these companies want to make money as well. So where's the balance?
They're going to have to figure it out quickly, because the gaming industry in China is about a $38 billion industry. And Tencent, as I said before, they had their first down quarter since 2005. Their stock has dropped 21% this year, from what I understand. Now, that is dangerous, because if you know anything about gaming design, it's labor intensive, which means they're going to have to start laying people off at some point. Now, who knows how long this is going to take to make amends and figure out what to do and start opening the floodgates again for this business sector.
Great. Brad, thanks very much. We appreciate your insight. Thanks for taking time.